Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of RV Business Capitol Talk, sponsored by Excel. I'm Rick Kessler from RV Business. My co-host, Sherman Goldenberg, normally with me. He's out on assignment, so he's not joining us this afternoon. But today we have three people coming in to talk about a groundbreaking solution that's surely going to catch the attention of any dealers out there. So let me use my notes here so I make sure I get everybody's name and title correct. Starting with Cooper Merrill. Cooper is the director of RideDigital, and RideDigital, Cooper, I believe, is a website and digital marketing services based in Kansas. But no tornadoes this year. We were talking about that.
Not yet, Rick. Don't jinx us.
Also from RideDigital, we have Bo Barron. Bo is the Chief Technology Officer. And last but not least, we have Josie, and hopefully I get this name pronunciation correct. Prosdocimo.
You did great, Rick. Josie Prosdocimo.
And Josie is with IDS, and she is the Director of Project Management. Thank you all for joining me.
Yeah, pleasure to be here.
All right, so let's talk about this groundbreaking solution. It's a partnership between RideDigital and IDS. You know what? Before we get into that solution, maybe a quick overview. Josie, start off, please. Give us just a quick overview of IDS.
Absolutely. IDS is a comprehensive dealer management system, DMS. We're designed to streamline dealership operations. Our goal is to improve efficiency for dealers and really support growth for our RV dealerships and dealer groups. We've been around the industry for over 30 years, and we have a wonderful team whose expertise is dealer management and innovation.
Very good. Thank you. And then Cooper, same thing with RideDigital?
Yeah, RideDigital is a digital marketing agency. We have our own dealer-specific web platform. So we work with dozens of dealers across the country, hosting their websites. We also deploy various digital marketing services as well. And yeah, sort of how we got into this, Rick, if that's helpful, because the VIN-Decoder is a little bit outside the scope of the digital advertising and web design side. But in our work with dealers, we're pretty close in proximity to some of the problems that they're facing, some of the things that are, we see opportunities as far as responding to some gaps in just the landscape, the RV industry as a whole. So the VIN decoding piece was something that we know has been sort of it hasn't existed on the RV side as it has been utilized so well on the auto side. So it's something we had been exploring. We've been working on this VIN-Decoder tool because we took some of our manpower, our resources around developers, and started, putting our heads together on if we could build our tool. And we're really happy to finally be deploying it with IDS. And that was kind of how we got ourselves to where we are today with this VIN-Decoder.
So before I ask you about the VIN-Decoder, Cooper, explain the problem that this partnership fixes.
Yeah. So I mentioned, just very high level, there hasn't been a solution for decoding VINs. There hasn't been a way to take a VIN, identify the unit that it is attached to, and then any information regarding that unit has been inaccessible. So on a high level, what this does is it allows us to A, identify units, but B, also pull in important information, important specs, description, floor plan. We have created a solution in which dealers are going to be able to, through IDS, pull in important unit spec data into their DMS, which will be really helpful in a variety of ways, pushing to their website, et cetera. And so that's sort of the first iteration or the first problem that we're solving is we're going to be able to save keystrokes and time for dealers as far as going and gathering data on their own.
Bo and Josie, boy, I don't want you to get too far down in the weeds because it'll be way over my head, but tell us about this VIN-Decoder. What's it can be, you were saying it's like a couple, 2-3 years in the making, so it's not a simple solution by any stretch.
Yeah, so the first time that I heard that Ride Digital was working on this solution was about 2 years ago at RVDA when Steve and I had a conversation about getting into VIN-Decoder. And a lot of dealers use IDS today. We're the leading DMS, and they create estimates and punch in a VIN number and put in VIN details. They enter their inventory, punch in a VIN number, enter VIN details. So, what this does is it gives the dealer the ability to save time, reduce errors,
Yeah.
and really improve their inventory accuracy by automatically pulling the unit in details into the work that they're already doing on IDS. So I saw that this is a great opportunity to partner with, longstanding industry people who understand the issues, and we're able to pull things in now, thanks to Bo and his team's technology, such as model, length, weight. We're actually also even able to pull in an image of the entire unit floor plan. So this is accessible to dealers at the time where they're doing their work, and they don't have to run off to a unit to have a look and see the floor plan, or identify whether it has an outdoor kitchen or a bunkhouse. They can see that right off their floor plan. So that really helps them to reduce errors and save some time.
So, Bo, it sounds like this is going to help dealers both on the sales side, but also the service side, right?
Yes, service side, kind of the bigger picture. Once we can decode these VINs and decode down to different specs, well, we can also start to look at other databases, warranty type databases, service databases, and start. The more databases that we have access to, the bigger our ability will be to help the industry.
Oh, so it's definitely scalable then.
So definitely scalable, and also, we're just looking right now, because this has been 2 years in the making, is we're really looking for some more partners that can help with this, because we've taken it with our 60 plus databases and our ability to go through them using AI technology to give a good accuracy score of the data we have. But the more databases we bring to this, the bigger and more scaled this will get.
Okay. This is, I mean, we could go any number of directions to continue to talk about this, but the bottom line, it sounds like, is this is going to be a very effective tool. And Josie, you mentioned it. It's not only to pinpoint whatever information it is, but to be accurate with it.
100%. And when it comes to the DMS, we're really looking at ways to help make dealers' lives more efficient and save time. So today, one of the major issues is that dealerships are inundated with systems, right? They're having to go to their OEM portals, they're having to go to their DMS, they're having to go to other vendor portals. What we're committed to doing at IDS is really partnering with great industry folks to make sure that information is brought to the DMS where people are actually doing their day-to-day work. And so this opportunity really presents a wonderful opportunity for our dealers to take advantage of greater efficiency and really time savings, right? Errors and time spent entering inventory specs, they add up. They become costly at the end of the day. And so we're really thankful for this partnership with Ride Digital. And we're also committed to working with OEMs, other vendor partners, in order to make sure that we improve the experience for our dealer users, and create a DMS ecosystem where they're able to capture information as they need it. And this partnership really allowed us to help do that in this particular area.
I know
Yeah, and Rick, I was going to say, if I could piggyback on that point that Josie just made, and very well said, Josie, the accuracy of the data. It is very important. And we've got a huge database, nearly 100,000 models that we're polling and using with our VIN-Decoder tool. But as far as sort of a sort of macro level or a forward-thinking vision of what this could be, the more adoption that this tool picks up, it really is in the best interest of many partners, OEMs, to have the most accurate data they can. So something that we're stepping into right now, and IDS has actually been really helpful with this as well, is starting to pursue some of the manufacturer partners and trying to align what we have in our data, which is all forward-facing stuff that we've collected, but really trying to ensure that the accuracy of the specifications and the unit info is aligned, it's up to date, and it's something that the better the quality of that data set is, the better the quality of the tool, which is going to, again, just sort of roll up into a better experience for dealers. It's going to be a better experience for, every single manufacturer making their products represented correctly. And so we have a big vision of this being a really beneficial leading tool industry-wide. And we're hoping that we can get everybody on board to buy into that vision and make it, something that we believe the industry desperately needs.
So and this is where we'll put some information on the bottom of the screen here, but just reach out to RideDigital then to get some more information?
Absolutely. So I mentioned we are going out and actively engaging with different manufacturers on the product side, making sure that we have the correct data for their models. But for other partners, for insurance companies, for lenders, and we're also in conversations with several others. But if you're listening to this and you think that our data or this VIN-Decoder tool could be a benefit to what your business is or helping streamline your processes, it's a great thing about AI. There's a lot of things that are going to become streamlined that are now really bulky processes that are going to be much smoother, much more accurate, saves so much time. And again, the integration with IDS is the first example of that. But if you say, hey, I think that I could see a way or would love to have access to this tool to work within whatever sector of the industry you're in, we are wide open. The more adoption this tool has, the more inputs we get, the better quality and the quicker it's going to grow. So we're hoping that this is something that we can start to work in various different sectors of the industry to streamline their process, but to also help the tool itself grow.
Very good. And it's not like you're starting from scratch. I think I read you've already got 18 OEMs on board with this. So that's a very healthy number to begin with.
Yeah, and it's been 2 years in the making. It's patent pending, our VIN-Decoder tool. So it's not a something that we're just rolling out and rolling the dice. It's built, it's ready, it's effective, and we're ready to take it to the next level. So,
okay. Well, very good. I can't think of anything else to ask. Have we covered the waterfront, as they say?
I think so. Bo, Josie, is there anything else that we wanted to talk about that we haven't yet?
I just think it's wonderful that we, talk about partnership in the industry and how important that is. And, in terms of IDS's future, we want to be able to partner with, industry rooted partners who are, really focused on improving the experience of our dealers. And so, this presented a wonderful opportunity for us to do that. And, we are, certainly looking forward to being able to help, really change the industry in terms of ensuring that all of the pieces of a dealer's workflow reside in one place. Whether it's something we build or something that we partner with, we really want to make sure that we're providing the best user experience for our dealers. And this certainly does augment that. So, thank you to Bo, Cooper, and their team. We're able to, bring this out into the industry together in partnership.
Very good, very good. As we continue to see I'll call it the sophistication of the RV industry, I think we can put a big red circle around this VIN-Decoder tool from RidePass. My daughter used to work for the Bull Riders, and it was called RidePass with RideDigital.
Yes, yeah.
No, congratulations, guys. I agree. Game changer.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Rick. We're excited to be getting this off the ground. And Josie, remind us of our launch date, officially live on IDS on April 23rd. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's available in our April 23rd release.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.